I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Well, we found ourselves in a place called Route 66 in a quiet place called Tabernas.
It's supposed to be in a desert, but we're right beside a main road as well. But we're about 20 kilometres inland from Almeria. And the reason we're here is because we're going to stay the night tonight. It's free at the moment, but they are building a paid air, and that's due to be open around March or April of this year, I think. But we're going to go inside and have 2 scoopies.
Yes.
Probably a bit of food. And tomorrow we're going to go down to one of the old Hollywood film sets down in Fort Bravo, which is about 4 kilometres down the road. So we've ordered our 2 scoopies. First of all, we've ordered a beer that we've never heard of before. It's called Tinto de Verano. And it's this guy here. It's basically red wine and Fanta, the lady behind the bar says. It's very red winey. It's drinkable, but I don't think you drink too many of them. However, we then asked for another beer, and it's a Belgian beer, and it's called Boleke. Don't know what it's like yet. Have you tasted it? Apparently it's drinkable, but this is what it looks like inside the bar, and I'll show you around another little bit in a few moments' time.
Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price.
Good morning and welcome to Fort Bravo, Texas Hollywood. That's what it's called anyway. This is a Spanish desert, and this is the place where a lot of the spaghetti western movies were made back in the early 60s and into the early 70s, I believe. Most notable of those would have been Lawrence of Arabia, and also the trilogy of the Clint Eastwood movies, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars, and For a Few Dollars More. We're standing outside Fort Bravo, which would have been, during those movies, the home of the 3rd US Cavalry. So let's have a look. I think one thing you must remember when you're coming into these places is that it's just a film set, so there's nothing going to be in behind these walls or anything like that. We're just there for show. You have the headquarters there for the 3rd US Cavalry, and you have dotted around the tops, the lookout posts that the soldiers would have been in order to defend themselves from the Indians. And there are teepees across the way there as well. I'm not too sure if you can see them through the door that we came in, but we will be going over there in a while anyway, so don't worry, you are going to get to see pretty much everything that's here.
If I get my feet on the ground and make Bonnie my wife, and we'd rob this whole town, maybe take all that money, get a boat and sail down, down where the blue, blue waters flow. Yes, this is a place I would go. We might get ourselves lost, we may never be found, if ever that day comes around.
Oh, the dreaded gallows. You found yourself up there. You probably just robbed an apple. Very harrowing. We have another saloon here. Ah, this is what we're looking for. These are the type of saloons that we're looking for. Rack up your horse on the outside. Fantastic. Albino wasn't born until the 80s. I was born in the 60s, so I would have been reared on these films. know it's a little bit more modern than what we would have expected in the films, but you can imagine what this place would have been like for the films. You can imagine the fights breaking out in these buildings up on top here, and the many a cowboy falling or hurtling over these banisters onto a mattress below, no doubt. My father-in-law Brian is going to love this video. Bringing you a bit of Hollywood, Brian. Hope you're enjoying this. There's no doubt that after watching this vlog, you'll be opening up Netflix and looking for the Clint Eastwood films again. Enjoy. And you'll have the stage there where your merry dancers will come out and entertain. So the last saloon we were showing you there is actually open as a cafe shop now as well, so that's why that's modernised. But this is another saloon here, barred up at the moment. I'm going to give you a look at what this probably would have looked like back in the day as well. No doubt your stage, you would have your tables and chairs, or maybe not, maybe just a standing area. And of course the usual upstairs for the dodgy dealings with those lovely ladies. And your bar. Many a glass of whiskey went sliding along that bar. I used to love the way they always managed to slide the whiskey along without spilling any. I must say, even though I'm not into Western films anymore, this is definitely a bit of nostalgia and it's nice to see. Many a shootout would have taken on the street now, where the two guys would have come out, stand back to back, walk their 10 paces, turn around and made the best man win.
Wheeling!
Oh, gringo! You shot me! Oh, you be
I've been running round in circles, chasing my tail and lost my way, seeking shelter in different corners, never finding a place to stay. Somehow ended up here.
This is the opposite side of the hotel. It just says lodgings on it, and then on the wall there, whatever your interpretations of that one is, La Casa de Joy. It's one big massive film set, and I couldn't imagine the whole lot of it being used into one film. Maybe it was, but definitely 2 or 3 different type of films here, or different makes. Saddle makers, cantinas, blacksmiths, boots and shoes. Oh, barbershop. No, I don't need that anymore. Another chapel or a church. There's more bloody hotels in this place than anything else.
Another village we're going into. It's like a second,
Yeah,
nothing to do with
another film set, yeah.
Yeah, second of everything here.
Definitely. That many westerns held over here over the years, are filmed over here. There's all different film sets.
A little bit more modern now.
Oh, the county jail. Incidentally, if you are coming here, it's €19.40 per person to get in, and that will include you access to the show. There's a live show at 12 o'clock and 2:30 at the moment each day, and I think you pay extra then if you want to go on a horse carriage ride around the place. and extra still if you want to go horse riding. I haven't seen a marshal's office yet. Is this the marshal here, wearing her lovely pink waterproof jacket to go with this lovely Spanish weather today? Now, what would have been in here? Oh, maybe it was this the jail. Highly likely. I don't know whether you can see this on camera, guys. I hope you can. It doesn't say it outside, but it's most likely the jail. And the sheriff's office out front. Practical enough, simple enough. And this looks like a big, large building of props that would have been used in all those films that were made here over the years. You have your horse-drawn carriages there. Obviously trying to preserve them by asking people not to get into them. Fair enough. Your Indian memorabilia, of course. All the different saddles. American saddles there. Arabic. And Mexican saddles. I would have thought all saddles were the same, but no, they all had their own different style, I suppose, for their different style of riding. Oh God, he's a little bit angry looking there, isn't he? We don't want to mess with him. That's for the saddles for the American actors. So not only for the extras in the film, they have separate ones for the actors. And Portuguese saddles. Those there, I would presume, would have been the ones that would have went on top of the camels in Lawrence of Arabia films. Not to mention, guys, I'm sure there was plenty of Spanish films made here as well, but not being Spanish myself or haven't seen any of those, apologies if you are from Spain and you're watching our videos and I haven't mentioned any of those, but I just basically don't know them. But I'm sure there were a lot of Spanish movies made in this area as well. Being a 1960s kid, most of my memories comes from all these films back in the 70s when we were playing cowboys and Indians back in the Corrit in County Kildare and Ireland myself. And one of the things we always used to do for the Indians was hi-ya-ya-ya, hi-ya-ya-ya, hi-ya-ya. We were only kids.
We are not the ones to blame. We were tired of playing games, no wonder. I know we had our ups and downs, always thought we got around stronger. But we were drifting more apart, and it's tearing up my heart in pieces. 'Cause what we had was long